What's up guys, my name's Tom and welcome back to the FPL Centre. Time for the Gameweek 9 preview. As always, we'll run through a breakdown of the key upcoming fixtures from an FPL perspective and how they relate to the key talking points for the game week, as well as a quick look at my team selection as it stands heading into the weekend. Before we look at the fixtures, I just wanted to give a quick apology for the fact that there was no player spotlights video earlier in the week. I've been moving apartments recently and unfortunately I just didn't have enough time to record that one and get it out, but it will be back next week with everything there, the look at the key players, the review of the league and everything, now that that moving process has all been done for me. If you like the content I'm doing here on both FPL and the Fantasy Champions League game, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and get yourself subscribed, and also hit that notification bell so you know when the latest video drops. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So as club football finally returns, the weekend gets underway with a huge lunchtime fixture as Chelsea host Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. The home side come into this one still undefeated through 8 weeks of the season, and they rank among the most impressive attacking sides in the league, with the second highest number of shots in the box, the fourth highest number of big chances created, and they also rank second for minutes per chance created. Meanwhile, United have only managed to keep one clean sheet all season, despite a rather favourable opening fixture schedule. They've conceded the joint third highest number of goals this season, level with Southampton on 14, and only Huddersfield, Cardiff and Fulham have conceded more. Despite this poor record, Mourinho's men have only given up the fifth fewest number of shots in the box this season, and they're around the league average, actually level with Chelsea for giving up big chances with 16. Chelsea's defence ranks similarly to United in most areas, but is ranked far better at preventing headed attempts on goal and attempts from set pieces, indicating that they shouldn't be too worried about Lukaku's aerial threat. One positive note for United is that when Chelsea do give up chances, they tend to come from the wings rather than central areas, and this may suit United as no team has actually delivered more crosses than the Manchester side in the Premier League this season. The stats also suggest it could be another day for Eden Hazard or Marcos Alonso to shine, as United concede the majority of chances from the left wing, which plays directly to Chelsea's strength as they create nearly 40% of their chances on that side too. Another side that comes into the weekend undefeated is Manchester City, who host Burnley at the Etihad on Saturday. And honestly, if you're a Burnley fan, you may just want to stick Escape to the Country on the TV instead, as it seems very unlikely that the Clarets will be able to escape anywhere in this one. As you can probably imagine, Pep Guardiola's side rank first in basically every key category for both attacking and defensive stats. They're first for shots in the box, first for big chances created, they create chances the most often with one every 4.3 minutes, and they've had the most shots on target as well, and defensively, like I say, it's basically the same story. Burnley on the other hand have given up the third most attempts on goal from inside the area, they're joint fifth for giving up the highest number of big chances, and surprisingly enough they also rank in the worst 5 teams for conceding headed attempts on goal and attempts from set pieces, a stark contrast from what we saw from them last season with their defensive displays. The away side also give up a lot of crosses from both wings, with the most coming in from the left, which is good news for Mendy if he gets the start ahead of Sane on that flank. Burnley have the most chances created against them from the right wing though, so if he plays, you can certainly expect Raheem Sterling to be heavily involved in that regard. For those captaining Aguero this week, what all this means is that he should be fed plenty of balls into the box from basically all areas, and he should get a decent number of shots away as well, which is exactly what you want to see. Next up, West Ham host Spurs at the London Stadium on Saturday in what could very well be the most interesting watch of the weekend. The last 9 meetings between these two sides, dating back to 2014, have resulted in 4 wins for Spurs, 3 wins for West Ham and 2 draws. 4 of those games involved at least 4 goals as well, so let's hope this one lives up to its history. Despite being without a few key players over the past couple of weeks, Spurs have done pretty well, racking up some impressive attacking stats. They've now overtaken Liverpool and are third in the league for both the number of shots taken inside the box and the number of big chances created. Pochettino's men could continue in this vein on the weekend, as West Ham have given up the third highest number of big chances, behind only Fulham and Southampton. Hammers fans may be encouraged though by the fact that over the last 4 weeks, a depleted Spurs side have given up the joint third highest number of shots on target, and they will be without Vertonghen and Ali yet again on Saturday, while Eriksen and Dembele look like they might be back in contention. The Hammers tend to concede the most chances from both wings, so we could see Lucas Moura and Son capitalise on that trend, and possibly another Trippier to Kane link-up is on the cards against a defence that's third worst in the league at defending aerial balls. Liverpool are heading into their weekend trip to Huddersfield with a series of doubts around key players as Salah, Mane, Keita and Van Dijk all picked up injuries over the international break. Statistically, Klopp's side have fallen away over the past 4 weeks, ranking just 7th for generating shots inside the area, and they rank 10th for the big chances created, behind the likes of Wolves, Everton and Leicester in both of those categories. It should be noted that in 3 of those 4 weeks, they faced each of the other top 4 sides from last season in Spurs, Chelsea and Man City, and they also had a tough Champions League schedule mixed in as well. The fixtures are turning for the better now as they face a Huddersfield side who have conceded the 2nd highest number of goals this season and the 5th highest number of big chances too. The Terriers also rank worst in the league for creating big chances of their own, generating shots from inside the area and getting shots on target. Combined with the fact that Liverpool boasts a defence that have conceded the 2nd fewest number of shots in the box, the 3rd fewest number of big chances and the 2nd fewest shots on target, it certainly suggests that the most likely outcome here will involve a Liverpool clean sheet. One thing Huddersfield do seem to be effective at is limiting the number of crosses that opposition teams can deliver from both wings, and most of the chances created against them tend to come from central areas of the pitch, which could be good news for the 21.8% of FPL players that are Firmino owners this week. Finally, we'll take a look at the Monday night fixture between Arsenal and Leicester. Last season 11 goals were scored in the 2 Premier League games between these sides, with Leicester scoring 3 goals in both fixtures. Arsenal come into this one as the side who have produced the 5th highest number of chances through the first 8 game weeks, although they rank just 11th for big chances created, indicating that they are creating plenty of opportunities, just not necessarily clear-cut ones. Leicester, on the other hand, have conceded the 6th fewest big chances and are also the 7th best side for limiting the number of shots in the box opposition teams get against them. Arsenal have actually given up 13 more shots in the box than Leicester, and the 5th highest total number of shots in the league have come against the Gunners too, so the Foxes should be in line to get a good number of attempts on goal, which is obviously great news for the likes of Jamie Vardy. While Leicester's defensive stats are pretty impressive and suggest they've actually been unlucky to concede as many goals as they have this season, they will be against a very efficient Arsenal side who boast the best shot accuracy and goal conversion rates in the league. When the Foxes do concede chances, they tend to come from central areas, so the likes of Aaron Ramsey and Lacazette could have a big impact here. So this is the team selection as it stands. I'm around 92k overall right now after a red arrow in game week 8. I've got 2 free transfers this week which I have not used yet, so make sure you keep an eye on my Twitter if you want to see the final lineup once changes are made after all the press conferences are done. Patricio will start in goal for Wolves' home game against Watford, the obvious choice there with Hart facing Man City. In defence, Doherty, Alonso and Trippier could be joined by Trent Alexander-Arnold, who comes into a nice run of games, as we could run with a 4-man defence for the first time in a few weeks. In midfield, Richarlison and Maddison are definitely keeping their places. Right now we've got Mane in there with Fraser dropping to the bench, although our transfer plans could mean that Salah, Hazard or Sterling could come in depending on the final injury news heading into the weekend. And up front, we're sticking with Alexander Mitrovic and Sergio Aguero. Harry Kane will definitely be moved out as planned, with either Callum Wilson or Marko Arnautovic likely coming in. Aguero will most likely take the armband this week as the standout captaincy choice in a very nice home fixture against Burnley. Following the international break, I'm hoping he'll be rested and raring to go, although there's still an outside chance that Salah gets the armband if I decide to bring him in. So there we go guys, if you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to keep up with what I'm doing here at the FPL Centre, and make sure to hit that notification bell when you subscribe as well, so you know when the latest video drops. Let me know in the comments if you've made any big changes over the international break heading into Game Week 9, but yeah, good luck on the weekend guys, that's all from me today, thanks for watching.